A moment ago, we told you that Nico Iamaleava committed to UCLA after reports of Nico missing practice and negotiations for a new NIL deal here. Lori Tucker spoke with legal analyst Greg Isaacs about the future of college athletics and how NIL has changed the business of sports.
Greg, thank you for joining us to talk about really the Nico saga with the University of Tennessee and NIL's impact on college athletics. Let's first go back to 2022. Nico made history, if you all remember, as the first high school player to sign an NIL contract with an NIL collective, and that led to some big legal fallout.
Nico was the reason that college athletes are being paid big bucks. Ironically, he may be the reason that they're going to be paid a lot less. And the mantra in college sports at the moment is fix NIL.
He opened the door and he may be closing it, is what you're saying. Okay, the transfer portal for spring opened today. What do you think may happen? I mean, he can't go to just any school.
Under Rule 15.5.1 of the SEC bylaws, he can't transfer to an SEC school. So we won't see him on the field at Neyland Stadium or in another SEC school. But that'll be curious to see what his fair market value is. You know, rewind the lawsuit where the University of Tennessee successfully sued the NCAA for their prohibition against paying college athletes for their name, image, and likeness, alleging that it created an unfair competitive advantage and violated the Sherman Antitrust Act. But wow, times have changed. And this just goes to show how in this wild, wild west, unregulated environment of NIL, one player can seek to hold an entire team hostage on the close of spring practice and the eve of our orange and white game.
And going back to that UT lawsuit, that opened up extreme spending for so many colleges. Now, what about the future of college athletics and NIL after the Grant House lawsuit and possible settlement?
Well, the biggest victories are not in the football stadiums and on the turf. They're in the courtrooms. The next big landmark decision is the case against with Arizona State. Grant House, an All-American swimmer who has filed a lawsuit alleging that he was damaged by not being able to receive NIL compensation when he attended Arizona State University. There is a settlement on the table, Lori.
And this could be kind of a class action deal.
It is, and it's a landmark settlement if approved. It will do three things. One, there's over $1 billion that will be distributed to college athletes that have opted in the settlement. The door closed on that in January. Second, it will allow universities to directly pay college athletes. So now the legal fiction is the collectives. For example, UT, Spire is the one that pays the athletes, the universities don't, and you can't pay a student to come to a university. We all know that's a legal fiction that's not working, so that's going to change. Universities can pay athletes directly, collectives will pay them for public appearances, and third, there's going to be an entity to distribute the funds and finally manage NIL. But if that settlement is approved, universities will have to kick in, probably cost the University of Tennessee another $16 million.
That talent fee on the ticket may go up for all of us.
It's going up, but NIL is changing, and Nico opened Pandora's box for NIL, and it looked like when he left the locker room, he slammed it shut.
All right, Greg, thank you.
And if you have a legal question, send it to AskIsaacs@WATE.com. Remember, we talk with Greg every Wednesday at 5:30 right here on Channel 6. And for a deeper conversation, tune in to WATE.com every Wednesday at 2:30.